Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things. I have my annual catalog primary order unboxing. I already did an unboxing of a small order that was consisting of a subset of the pre-order products. This is my order for all of the products in the annual catalog, and I'm going to do it in chunks because it was so many items and with a really big box that I had to set everything out of the box and put it aside. So I will be stopping in between each section so that I can unbox things to the point where you can actually see them and I can talk about them. So the first items I want to discuss that are sitting here handy are the embossing folders that I ordered. There were quite a few embossing folders that were pretty much standard, like the subtle embossing folder and a couple of others like the pine wood planks. Those all went, so I had to buy more embossing folders than I normally feel inclined to because I felt there were some basics that were retiring. The other thing I did buy were the smaller ones, the small embossing folders, and there's a reason for that, and I will give you a sneak peek, but I'm going to follow up with some of these products with detailed videos on the products themselves, because a couple of them are, storage or tools beyond just the items that I always show you with the resulting cards from stamps, dies, and embossing folders. So the first item up to show, this actually was the item that came. I had said in a previous video that my order was here, and it actually was only a part of the order. And the part of the order that came was this guy, and I'm trying to see if I need to raise up my camera higher so you can see it better. I bought the mini embossing folder. I travel, and I find that most of the embossing folders and a lot of the dies will work with the mini. So I do have my Cuttlebug, which is very small as well. This actually comes open, and it has the handle, and I have all of the small new embossing folders that I bought. I bought the Wintry, which has two. It has snowflakes and pine sprigs. They look like this. When you buy either the mini or the full-size die cutting machine, it has plates. These plates have instructions on them. These clear plates are the ones that get cut into. I usually pick one to get cut into, and then the other one, they're of different thicknesses. So for whatever reason, my thinner plate, they both say that they're number 2. My thinner plate, maybe these are the same thickness. So these are the same thickness. So I will pick one to be the one that gets cut into and try very hard not to cut into the second one. Granted, I will probably mess that up like every other die cut machine that I've had. And then there's, like I said, instructions on all of these for the different sandwiches that you can make to do all of the different die cutting of the different die cuts, as well as the embossing folders. So I bought the Wintry 3D embossing folder set. I will do a more detailed how this guy works video. I bought the words. They are thanks and hello, and it just has the words hello and thanks with some different language versions of the words. Bark is likely going to be my replacement for Subtle, the parchment one, and there's a painted one that is in the mini catalog that may or may not stay. and I have that one as well. So these two are probably going to be my new mainstays for just basic embossing with where I want some texture and nothing specific. I did buy the animal print, which is a 4 1/4, 5 1/2 size, and then one more mini, the checks and dots. And here they are, the checks and the dots. So I'm going to put these aside. I'll be back in one moment. For you it will be instantaneous, and I will be back with another set of new products. This is a quick one. I have some room on my desk now that I have switched some things around and how my desk works. I've now moved up all of my laptops. I have 2 of them. One used to sit on the table. I have a pole that has my monitor and the one laptop, and now we bought a second arm, or I guess it would be a third arm, for laptop number 2, which is my video processing laptop. So what that has netted me is more space on my desk. So I went ahead and wanted to try out the Stampin' Blends storage. I've always wanted to try them. My Stampin' Blends have been stored in old Copic cases for the whole time I've owned them, I guess 3 years. And that's great for when I travel, but it is not as convenient as it would be to have them on my desk when I am stationary for 3 weeks and I'm not like taking them to somebody's house to do either a workshop or just craft with friends or family. So I bought the storage. It is, one case is for 30 markers, and they are 5 different slotted cases. I will do a separate video on this because I also bought a topper storage for you to look at, and I will go through how they come and how to put it together and what it all looks like, as well as my inputs and thoughts on using them, because tomorrow is a virtual craft day with Libby and I will be using them. So I'm not going to do this video until after the craft day tomorrow, so I have some input on how I feel the pens are slide in and out of the containment that they sit in. So that concludes that part, and I will be right back. Okay, odds and ends. I have some trims that I bought. One is a replacement crinkle, the white 1/4 inch seaming binding ribbon, the black sparkle glittered organdy ribbon that I've always wanted, and I finally just broke down and bought it because I like the sparkles. And even though I can make some of my white trims black using the black blends, this has a very unique sparkly look to it that I have not found I can replicate. So I went ahead and bought it. I had to get the square gems in the new in colors. They are oh so cute. I love the faceting on them. And there's a new set of decorative masks. Now these are just a great value for all of the different things you can do with them. So I'm going to share all 4. So this makes 4 different like mandala pattern stencils, some floral, small floral, love that one a lot. And then I like this one. This is going to be great for geometric, just a geometric random pattern stencil. A new product that I bought that is a medium for adding color is their soft pastels. This will definitely be a video in itself, and I haven't even undone the packaging. If you can't tell, this is foam separating each one, so we will see if I end up keeping them in this foam, depending on how soft the pastels are and how breakable or brittle they are. I think my idea will be to keep them in the box. And this is a topper that slides on and off. So I think the way Stampin' Up! Has packaged these is probably going to be my best bet for safe storage. And so this one will definitely be its own video. And I don't have to stop for the next set because they are ready. I'm going to now go through the dies that I bought. I bought 2 sets of dies that are just standalone. The Floral Squares. I did not buy the stamp set. I really liked the kind of modern artistic way that the dies were shaped, and I have some fun videos planned, so I went ahead and got these. And this is a set of dies I have been waiting for forever, and how I used to do kind of the multi-depth cards would be mostly using the ovals. So look at these. So you can do depth, like looking down or looking into a cave, looking in through, like nestling into some foliage. You could do nature scenes, sea life scenes, just all sorts of wonderful options with this set. So of course I had to get it, and there will be many videos using these, of course. Now I'm going to switch to the dies that I bought the stamps. So I bought the Sea Life dies. Very, very pretty. Love the coral. Love both the fish, starfish, and the little fish. And I did get the new Seascape stamps. I was toying with not getting them, but I really feel that I can do some really neat with this diorama dies, then the Sea Life dies, and then these stamps. So I really couldn't not get the stamps, even though it's not quite to the detail that I would like, or is not enough different items. I really think that I needed all 3 of these to put together some really beautiful seascape scenes. So expect to see that videoed. And this is my mainstay for the full year. We will have the July catalog. It's actually been delayed by a month due to COVID delays in shipping, and so that will include the holiday products. However, I did buy 1 holiday set. I have my Winter is Coming Wednesdays, and though I'm okay with doing cards, making them winter, Thanksgiving, or Christmas cards, even though they aren't really made for that, I did want to get 1 set to be starting to mix in to my monthly Winter is Coming Wednesdays. And it just happens to be that we're in the middle of the month of May for next week, so I will be doing my Winter is Coming Wednesday using this set. These are the dies, and this is the stamp set. So this will be coming up very soon. Now we are past the dies, and these are all a variety of stamp sets. So I bought this set of stamps, the Itty Bitty Greetings, Itty Bitty Christmas. Those are retired, and this is the latest. It is Inspirational Sayings, sentiments. And so I think that this is going to be great. Now, I have not put it all together with whatever my storage is going to be, so there will probably be a short video on how I decide to arrange these with the labeling. I have done them many different ways. I have videoed them for you guys, so I will figure out what I think is going to work best with this set, and will definitely do a quick how I store my mini sentiment stamp sets. So the next is garden bird houses. I absolutely love the birds and the bird houses. This particular artist has a very distinct drawing style. I love line art because I can color, and so this was definitely a gotta have it all the way around. This is a host set, so it is a discounted stamp set that as a host you can get as one of your reward items, and it is of these 4 textures, and it is cling, so that is going to be fun to play with. I really liked the other host set here. I think that this has kind of an Asian feel to it, but it'd be great. Notice it says Happy Father's Day. I have a lot of men in the family, and this will just make really nice, easy men and masculine cards. And I always love any nature type stamp sets. So there it is. It's also cling. And it is again discounted just like that, the texture one, and is for hosts to purchase as part of their rewards. Now I have been needing the sweet ice cream. This comes with a punch, so I didn't buy the package deal, the bundle. I just bought the ice cream and I already have the paper. I love the font. Can't pass up the font. Great for summer. It'll make great birthday cards. Can't wait to be playing with this. And I love the colors in the DSP. The next is actually a set that I bought together. So I bought the Sharing Sunshine. I think that this is going to make really nice clean cards. I love anything that's good for being on white. So this particular set coordinates in my mind with the To the Moon set, as well as with the After the Storm set. So I don't know that I can put all three. Oh, I do have room barely for all three. So these three were bought together. They all are just stamp sets without dies, and it's going to be fun to put together some neat mix and match cards. I even think that you could use these cards as a gift set of cards, making somebody a set of 4 or so cards as a gift for them to use. I like that it has Just Because, a little sunshine for your day. Now what's interesting is it says After the Storm, a little sunshine for your day definitely could mix in. So there were sentiments that I thought easily crossed over. We have this one, we have The Darkest Night will pass and the sun will rise. So that also could be used. You could use that with the moon or the sun. You have been on my mind. Happy birthday. Thank you. Just some really basic sentiments, as well as like new phase of life, making life changes, retiring. Love them all. So I had to get them all. Kind of, for me, they were a bundle. Fun videos will be involved with those. Last two stamp sets. I don't often do the big sentiments. I'm actually often short and scrambling. If we do a virtual crafting day and somebody of one of my crafting buddies has a design that has a large sentiment, I am forever not. I have to like come up with something using multiple sentiments to make it big enough. So I made myself buy this so that I can explore with you guys using these large sentiments. And notice they're duplicated. So I envision, and the way the catalog's sample is that they have is like the happy gets stamped, maybe it's a soft color, and then the happy gets stamped over the top in a dark solid color. So I see that there can be some layering of these sentiments together. Happy and birthday, hello with friend. So this will be a stretch. This was one of my stretch stamp sets for me. This was a set. I always try to buy a set that just for whatever reason tugs at me as something that I really want to have that isn't necessarily the norm for me. And this particular set, for whatever reason, just told me that it wanted me to buy it, and I was really drawn to the idea of coloring the individual floral elements and leaf elements using the many marvelous markers. So you can't really use blends that way, they dry too fast, so don't try that. But I will be doing some videos where I'm doing some nice simple, again, simple stamping on the white card bases, with some arranged flowers of multiple colors with the nice sentiment. So this was like my personal, I just wanted it stamp set. Now I think I'm going to go away because I have this big pile, and my last segment to discuss will be the DSPs that I bought. So I will return shortly. All right, this year for this annual catalog, Stampin' Up! Did something that I haven't seen in any of their annual catalogs, which is having a host item that is not a stamp set. This is a or a DSP called Pattern Play, and it is, I believe, like 48 sheets. It's like double the normal number of sheets. So I'm going to try to show you how thick, look how thick the stack of cardstock is. Yep, it's 48 sheets, 12 by 12. So I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to show you all of these patterns, but they are double-sided. There's, it looks like, I believe there should be 4 sheets of each. I am actually splitting this with one of my downline demonstrators, Linda, who actually is in the area where I am at right now. So I bought this for us to share. So we'll each end up with 2 and it's a host set that the hosts can buy as part of their rewards for a discounted price. So I'm not going to show all 4, but I'm going to group them in 4. It looks like so far the backs are black and white. And I have to put them in a different spot. My pile over here is too tall. All right, so they're all a rainbow color in the front. Oops. I grabbed one too many with a black and white back. This actually coordinates with a floral set. That looks familiar to me. So I opted to get this giant pack with all of the colors as just to try out what it would be like to have just a nice big variety of your basic, like these look like all primary colors. We'll see if the colors change much. I'm gonna pull back one because it actually is not. So we're not all of them. See how this is just shades of soft green and tan. So there will be a variety of color. And then this is similar right here to one of our new stencils. So far I'm seeing that, there's the back of that one. Let me make sure I showed you the back of the hearts. Hearts, the back is stripes. Animal print, which is, there's an animal print, animal theme of wild cats. And then we have some cross hatches on the back. So this one's a soft pink. These look like Rococo Rose, potentially. And little dots. I just think if you've ever thought about hosting a party, this is definitely a reward well worth doing a party just to end up getting the paper. And how a party works online, since all of my ordering, I move around too much, ordering is online. You just have to order the $150 or more to qualify yourself as having a party. You could get friends together and go in and each buy a few items and then get the stamp sets and this paper at a discount and share it amongst yourselves. I think that would be a great way to do a party to get these items. Love this black and white pattern. That's really striking. And here's a solid blue. Looks like Misty Moonlight with some leaves. We have flowers. So a great variety in this set. Love it. And mint macaroon maybe with another set of black on the back. So again, that is called Pattern Play. And it comes with 48 sheets, 4 of each pattern. Colors: Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Misty Moonlight, Pale Papaya, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Whisper White. Can't beat that. Okay, the next one. So the rest of these, I will say you're going to see a trend. They're all very pretty. I guess I was in the mood for pretty. This particular set, the name of this is, I undid everything. Expressions in Ink. 2 sheets of each. One side is gold foil, And the other side is like the alcohol ink looking patterns. And it looks like so far they're all one color. Oh, that's very pretty. I like the centers here, if you can't see, are little gold dots. And then even in the white are little gold dots. Green. And by the way, this backside, I've noticed it has a bit of a matte feel to it, and it is a matte finish, not like shiny white paper. Oh, that's really pretty. And then this would be a great scrapbooking page, or even made into frameable art as a background. Same with that one. Very pretty. And then here's the foil side. Again, it has a matte kind of a finish to it, and it even feels like it's a matte finish. Pretty flowers, non-foil, and boy, that's very striking. And the back, more pretty flowers with the gold foil leaves and gold centers. So that's one of the pretty ones. And then this is Simply Elegant. This is one that was on pre-order, but it was not available during the pre-order. It was delayed. And it has multiple foil colors, silver and maybe gold or brass. And the other side is no foil. I'm going to have a really hard time, I can tell. When I get really pretty stuff, this little tray, diamond dotted is gold foil. I have a hard time using it, so I'm going to have to make myself take one sheet of each of these. My strategy when I get stuff that I know it's like, oh, that's too pretty to use, I make myself cut it up. That really helps me to break past the point of I can't use this, it's too pretty. Alright, so this is gray, kind of an Art Deco pattern with gray and black on the back. Black and white. And, oh, this is tricolor. This is gold, silver, and copper. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Gonna have to be cutting that up. And this is all three colors as well, although the silver, I would say, is a kind of a matte silver, and the copper is a very shiny copper with gold centers. Oh, this is the last one, and this one is gold. Very, very delicate looking. Okay. Lovely, lovely papers. Now this paper, I guess when I ordered it, it says gold and rose gold metallic specialty paper, but what they did different is made it small. And that is rose gold, and it has a very textury, horizontal feel and look to it. Interesting. So it's 4 little sheets of each, and here is the gold. Now this last one I toyed with, wasn't sure if I should get it, and I am really glad I did, because it did not look as textury. I didn't even know that this was glitter, and it actually is a glitter. In fact, it has the AB Aurora Borealis tint to it on the lighter side of this pink, and it is very knobby, almost like a gel surface. It's so thick. So this is was a good decision for me to get this. I was questioning what I would do with it, because I did not realize that it actually was this much texture and actually a full-on glitter. Very, very good purchase. So happy with this. And even the yellow has a little of the AB iridescent coloring to it. You get one of each color. You get 4 colors. And that purple is so beautiful. Wow. So I like their ombre technique they're using on these glimmer type papers so that this one sheet of paper can serve many purposes. And then let me put back out all 4 colors. So very, very happy with that. And that concludes my unboxing of the 2021-22 annual catalog. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can leave them here on my video. I will probably not put this on as an article in my blog, because all of these items will get talked about in all of the individual videos that I will do. And I hope you enjoyed seeing all the products and my logic behind why I got the items. Expect some follow-up tools and new products, like we'll do the pastels, and I will work on the storage with the blends. I will use the storage tomorrow, and I will have some good real live feedback on it. And thanks for watching.